Hello, students. Uh, Today we are going to see sample and hold circuit. So, one of the important application of an op amp is sample and hold circuit. Sample and hold circuit is an important analog building block with many applications, including analog to digital converters and switched capacitor filters. The function of the SH circuit is to sample an analog input signal and hold this value over a certain length of time for subsequent processing. So, taking advantages of the excellent properties of mass capacitors and switches, traditional switched capacitor techniques can be used to realize different SH circuits. So this is the introduction about the sample and hold circuit. Sample and hold circuit. So the simplest sample and hold circuit in mass technology is shown in figure, where Vin is the input and M1 is the MOS transistor operating as the sampling switch. CH is the hold capacitor and CK is the clock signal, and Vout is the resulting sample and hold output signal. So this is the switched op amp based sample and hold circuit. Uh, from moving on to the introduction, a sample and hold circuit maybe samples an input signal and hold on to its last sample value until the input is sampled again. The circuit is commonly used in digital interfacing and communication, such as analog to digital conversion and pulse modulation system. A typical data acquisition system receives signals from a number of different sources and transmits a signal in suitable form to a computer or a communication channel. So this figure shows that the sample and hold circuit. In this circuit, a MOSFET is used as the switch. During the sampling time, the MOSFET switch is turned on and the holding capacitor charges up to the level of the analog input voltage. At the time end of the sampling period, the MOSFET switch is turned off. Working during the sample mode, the SOP behaves just like a regular op amp, in which the value of the output follows the value of the input. During hold mode, the MOS transistor at the output node of the SOP are turned off while they are still operating in saturation, thus preventing any channel charge from flowing into the output of the SOP. In addition, the SOP is shut off and its output is held at high impedance, allowing the charge on CH to be preserved throughout the hold mode. On the other hand, the output buffer of this SH circuit is always operational during sample and hold mode and is always providing the voltage on CH to the output of the SH circuit. So, from this we can say that explaining the working of the sample and hold circuit, as already told, a MOSFET is used as a switch. During the sampling time, the MOSFET switch is turned on and the holding capacitor charges up to the level of the analog input voltage. At the end of the short sampling period, the MOSFET switch is turned off. So this isolates the holding capacitor CH from the input signal. As a result, the voltage across capacitor CH and hence the output voltage will remain constant of that of the input voltage at the end of the sampling time. However, there will be a small drop off or the drop of the capacitor voltage during the whole period due to the various leakage currents. To avoid this, input and output buffer circuits are used. The input voltage Vi appears across CH and then the output through the voltage follower A2. During the time when control voltage Vc is 0, the MOSFET is off. The capacitor C now facing the high input impedance of the voltage follower A2 and hence cannot discharge the capacitor holds the voltage across it. So the time period Th of Vc during which the voltage across the capacitor is held constant is called the hold period. The time period is the time during which the voltage across the capacitor is equal to the input voltage is called the sample period. The frequency of the control voltage should be kept higher than the input or at least twice than the input, so has to retrieve the input from output waveform. Low voltage capacitors such as polystyrene, mylar or Teflon should be used to retain the stored charge. Specially designed sample and hold ICs of make or a Harris Semiconductor HA2420, National Semiconductor such as LF198, LF398 are also available. This is the sum of the sample and hold circuit working principle and its making companies the purpose. So the sample and hold circuits are essentially used in linear systems. In some kinds of analog to digital converters, the input is compared to a voltage generated internally from a digital to analog converter DAC. The circuit tries a series of values and stops converting once the voltages are same within some defined error margin. If the input value was permitted to change during this comparison process, the resulting conversion would be inaccurate and possibly completely unrelated to the true input value. Such successive approximation converter will often incorporate internal sample and hold circuitry. In addition, sample and hold circuits are often used when the multiple samples need to be measured at the same time. Each value is sampled and held using a common sample clock implementation. In order that the input voltage is held constant for all practical purposes, it is essential that the capacitor have very low leakage and that it is not loaded to any significant degree, which calls for a very high input impedance. A true sample and hold circuit is connected to the buffer for a short period of time. A track and hold circuit is designed to track input continuously. So, the advantages of sample and hold circuit. So, advantages: the primary use of the sample and hold circuit is to hold the sampled analog input voltages constant during conversion of AD converter. In case of multi-channel ADC, synchronization can be achieved by sampling signals from all the channels at the same time. It also reduces the crosstalk in the multiplexer. So disadvantages. Also it obtains a low troop rate during holding mode. Stability is determined by the stability of op amp. So op amp offset can constrain the accuracy of SHA. Needs a special circuitry to stabilize the input of the needs to stabilize the input of the amplifier during the holding mode. Conclusion. So sample and a hold circuit is an important analog building block in many applications. The simplest SH circuit can be constructed using only one mass transistor and one hold capacitor. However, due to the limitations of the However, due to the limitations of the mass transistor switches, errors due to charge injection and clock fit to restrict the performance of SH circuits. As a result, different SH techniques and architectures are developed with the intention to reduce or eliminate this error. More new SH techniques and architectures need to be proposed in order to meet the increasing demand for high speed, low power, and low voltage SH circuits for data acquisition systems. So, overall, sample and hold circuit can be used in applications like digital interfacing, analog to digital converter circuits, pulse modulation system, and in analog multiplexer. So, a sample. So altogether, a sample and hold circuit is nothing but it samples an input signal and holds on its lost sampled value until the input is sampled again. Thank you.